Doug MPA back with another one. So, guys, this is part 2 of my women on TikTok who hate job interviews or job interviewing. And guys, I don't understand the disconnect between young women and having to sell yourself to a corporation to get your dream job or the job you want. They just complain about the fact that they have to take their nose rings out or their lip rings out or cover their tattoos or actually say something corporations want to hear. Imagine that. Now you might say, "Oh, but a lot of these women are Gen Alpha or Gen Z, and the whole generation is lacking social skills because they had to be in school remotely in high school and college, and they're on their phones, and interpersonal communication skills are lacking. Cry me a river." I'm gonna get into this compilation of women complaining about job interviews. Before I do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. I really appreciate it. It shows you support me and what I'm doing over here. And put some of your best interview stories in the comments. I'd like to read them. And, good interviews, bad interviews, good interviewing techniques, bad ones. Okay, let's get into this.
I've had 5 interviews with entry-level candidates over the last couple of days, and there's such a clear distinction between.
Not only is this evidence of the death of personality in the corporate world and how corporations are not interested in you at all from the get-go, it's also a sorting mechanism to keep out people who don't have parents in professional corporate fields or people who didn't go to elite colleges or both. So they never got the advice that you're supposed to lie and not be yourself.
Okay, so much to unpack here. Entry level personality doesn't matter, young lady. I hate to break it to you. No one cares about your personality. No one cares. Okay. And then interviews are about sorting out who really wants the job. They want to see that you're going to make the effort. Where do we lose this, guys? You go to a job interview, you put your best foot forward. You say bold things like, I never call in sick. I'm never late. I'm going to show up every day and give it 100%. Now, the organization knows that you're probably going to be late sometimes. And no one can go through a whole year never calling in sick. And you're going to have a day or two where you slump a little bit. But they want to hear you say it. That's what's most important. Sorry, young lady, your personality doesn't matter. Nobody cares. And I don't know how nobody told her this. I guarantee you when she's scrolled past or she's watched a couple of TikTok videos or Instagram reels from some of her favorite influencers telling her this stuff, she just doesn't like the fact that she has to do it. Oh, her poor sad story. Oh no.
And suck up to the company and like pretend that nothing is how it is, which is so counterintuitive. Like, if you didn't know to lie, why would you know to lie? And why does the company need that? Query that.
It's not about lying. It's called embellishing. You got to sell yourself and show them that you are the best candidate through your words and how you show up to the interview, how you're dressed. Are you on time? These women, they don't care about any of that. And then not only that, guys, you really have to watch out because women like her, they get some BS degree. And what are the 6 degrees? I was talking about how much that women get that don't matter at all. Psychology, sociology, social work, criminal justice, some kind of studies degree, so gender studies, African American studies, Asian studies, communications. She's gonna bring her little communications degree to your organization and think that she knows something and try to change everything around, or bring her little DEI and all this goofy stuff to your organization and try to flip things upside down. I still don't understand where the disconnect is. Guys, help me understand it.
Okay, everybody. I just got back from the most embarrassing interview I have ever had in my life at the fanciest steakhouse I've ever even been to in my life. It went horrible.
I bet it did. And guys, I'm going to have to apologize off the bat for her voice. It's awful. It sounds like chalk on a chalkboard, but we're going to get through this, okay? So I just wanted to apologize beforehand because yikes.
I walk in everyone is dressed in like the fanciest clothes. Like the fanciest clothes. And I'm wearing this, which isn't that bad. Like, but look at the pants. That's where
She's wearing leggings, guys. These women. The disconnect blows my mind.
it gets bad. I'm wearing leggings and I really regret that. I walk in and they shake my hand, tell me why. I went like, he's shaking me this hand. I was like that. Like, what am I? Am I 7? Am I 7? And
Well, you showed up to a job interview wearing leggings, so that told the guy everything he needed to know.
then, so, the interview was the worst part. I couldn't understand what the man was saying. He literally used such fancy terminology. I thought I was a smart gal.
He used such big words, guys.
Apparently, I'm not a smart gal because I literally had to ask him to repeat it in different ways because I didn't understand what he was saying. Like, Jesus, kill me now. It was so embarrassing.
The only thing bad about this is that we weren't there to see it, right, guys? Wouldn't that have been great? He's using all these big words. I had to ask him what they mean and ask him to repeat himself multiple times.
I said, yeah, I've been to bartending school. I know wines. He was like, good, because we have $4,000 bottle of wines here. And I was like, bet. He goes, name 5 wines for me.
She said bet in a job interview, guys. It's getting worse and worse.
I drink wine. I know 5 wines. So tell me why when he tells me to name 5 wines, I can't. I literally went Merlot, Cabernet. What's wrong with me?
You're an idiot. That's what's wrong with you.
I know wine. Like, Jesus! Oh my gosh! It was so embarrassing when it came time to leave. I literally didn't even know that's what he was telling me because at this point, my brain was just like, I don't know this language. This is foreign to me. Like, and I literally did not get the gist that it was time to leave. So I continued sitting there in the booth after he told me he was going to go like write on this paper. And I didn't know that was my cue. And so he literally comes back over and is like, here, I can walk you out.
He's like, oh, you're still here. Why don't you get up and leave?
And I was like, oh, thank you. I'm not getting that job. Oh my gosh. And I learned my lesson. I am a Hooters gal. I am not a...
Of course she is. She's a Hooters gal, guys. We could have guessed that. I hope you enjoy slinging hot wings for the rest of your life. Because that's all you're going to be able to do with this attitude and that voice, guys. Yikes.
A fancy gal, apparently. So I will be sticking to low-class bars. Unless a miracle happens and I get a call, which is not going to happen.
And that's what she's aspiring to, guys. I'm going to have to stick to low-class bars. I don't understand it. That's her future, guys, until she meets one of you guys and latches onto one of you successful guys.
I just got back from an interview for Subway. I applied to work at Subway, and I got in for an interview.
So first off, don't ever trust a woman crying on social media, guys. Don't ever trust it. Women are only cry for real when they're by themselves. But if they're in public or if they're on social media, don't ever trust it. Number one. Number two, sorry about her whole voice. I don't know why she changed her voice, but it's gonna be really annoying. But we're gonna get through it.
I rock up, and this man, I said, hi, I'm here for my interview. He goes, this is the look he gave me. This probably fucking a late 40-year-old man goes, like, huh? We proceed to sit down in like the little like metal tables and chairs that they have at Subway. And the first thing he says to me is, you need to get that out of your face.
She showed up to a job interview just like this, with her mammaries hanging out, and then a Lowe's hardware section on her face. Man, come on. And before she even goes into the rest of the story, Whose fault is it that you couldn't get hired at Subway of all places? That sounds like a you problem, doesn't it, guys?
He goes, you need to get that metal out of your face. It's unappealing, and if it's unappealing to me, it's definitely going to be unappealing to customers.
Sounds about right to me.
I said, yeah, they're very easy to take out. Like, I understand that in fast food. They're just in it for now because I like them. He goes, honestly, don't know why you little teenage girls think it's cool to get metal in your face, but it's ridiculous to me, and I don't like it, so that needs to be out before you start working here. If you get the opportunity.
I agree with that too.
And then he proceeds to go on like, I own 4 Subway stores, yada yada yada. Like I give a shit that you own 4 Subway stores. I'm just here for a job. Then proceeds to go on that I'm not getting the vibe that you want to work at Subway. I'm getting that you just want a job and you just want the job for the money. I was looking at this guy like, you work in a job for money. Like, you get a job for the money.
Well, she doesn't have a job right now, does she? And so she has no money.
Like, of course people can love their jobs, some people hate their jobs, but not everyone's gonna love their job 100% of the time. I was gobsmacked, like my jaw was on the my jaw was like down, like on the fucking floor. Anyways, I proceeded to bawl my eyes out. I said to him, like, this job isn't for me. This job isn't for me. You don't have to be such an asshole about your expectations. And then I said, thank you for your time and walked out.
She couldn't get a job at Subway, guys. She couldn't hold it together to kiss enough of a Subway manager's butt to get a job at Subway. Once again, it sounds like a problem with her, doesn't it, guys?
I don't know if I should call him up and tell him how much of a fucking cunt he was, because I feel like I have the balls to do it now. But I was in I've just never had someone undermine me like that. Like,
welcome to the real world. You better get used to it. This is a world that women fought for. Women want to go out there. And think about it is she's talking about Subway, but she has to be late teens, early 20s. And this is probably her first job, I guarantee it. Her first job, and she has all. She should have said, you know what? I'll be happy to work here. For the experience, at least. What does she know at her age? What can she do besides Subway, guys? Exactly.
I don't know, maybe I got humbled, but I like my piercings. I don't know why the fuck it was such a fucking big deal for him. Like, I can't take them out my face. Like, baby, they're not permanent. They ain't permanent. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have a hole in my fucking lip, and I'm gonna have fucking holes in my nose, but it's a fucking sandwich shop. You're not some high fucking class fucking octopus serving restaurant. Sorry, I just need to rant that because it was fucking ridiculous.
These women, guys. What do you say? You're going to see more and more of these women creating barriers for them to either get into the workforce or get the job they want. And I don't feel bad for them at all. Guys, Doug and PA, I'm 43 years old. I'm in a hiring position at my day job, and I see nothing wrong with what this guy said. Nothing. And to all the young people watching this, people my age, we're going to be in the job market for a long time. We're going to be hiring for the next 20 years. So you might want to do the exact opposite of what this girl did. Guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one.